Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Manikeny again. If you are new here, you're very welcome. If you're already part of this family, I appreciate you guys as usual. So today I'm transforming this not so old wig from a middle or side part into this bomb ass bob bangs. Yes. So before we jump right into this video, do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and pay attention till the end, because the end result is the bomb.
It's Manikeny.
First, I'm going to start by spraying this with a heat repair resistant spray I got from the drugstore, Aveo. I got it from Mueller. And then I'm going to brush through the hair. As you can see me doing, I was trying to figure out where do I want to put the part. At first, I tried to use my fingers to measure my forehead and measure the hair to try to cut it. But that was a struggle. But I did that for a while. It kind of started looking good, and I thought about it, like, what if I cut it and then I wear the wig and it doesn't look good? So I was like, well, let's better do this like on the face, do it on myself so that I know exactly how it would look and if it would look good and where to cut and everything, because you have to measure your face, all of that stuff. So I'm bringing you guys closer because I wanted to do this triangle part to be like a little Chinese part as the bang, but that did not work. So anyways, just stay tuned. It's gonna look good at the end. So now I put it on me. I went to my bathroom. I decided to start cutting it from the bottom because I was so worried that I'm going to cut it bad. So I'm like, yes. Then I started trimming the ends because I wanted to cut it as slow as possible to make sure I get the perfect length. And then you comb through it in between the cutting. I'll comb through it. Yeah, I play a lot. So then I would comb through it, measure it to my nose level, like the middle part of my nose, and then cut some more out of it. And then after doing that, I usually trim the ends. Okay, now I'm combing it for you to see, just to measure the length, and it's still too long. So I'm like, okay, well, we still need to cut it. So you see me measuring my nose here. Yeah, because I'm like, I want it to fall right there. So I'm turning it around because it's a little bit difficult for me to cut both sides. So when I turn it around, I could just cut from my right side because it was difficult to cut from my left side. Yeah, so I twist it around, I cut like you can see me doing. So I was trying to make the sides to be slanty, and that's why I cut it the way you saw me cutting it. After cutting, I always comb through it to check the length, and this was still too long. So yeah, we have to cut more of it. So I went in, I was like, you know what, take your courage, cut this thing. So I cut more, and it started making sense from what I can see right now. So it started, being on the length I wanted it to be. So I was like, well, I'm not cutting more of it, but I need to trim the ends, to make it look more lightweight and, fluffy and airy. Yeah. So I always kept combing it to see exactly where it's at. So now I decided to hold all the ends and trim them a little bit to make it look like, that's how your hair grows, so that it should not be like a blunt cut, because I wasn't going for a blunt bang cut look. What am I saying? For a blunt look. So I was not going for a blunt cut. Yeah, so I cut it, I trimmed the ends. You can see it's starting to make sense, but it was still too thick. So I decided to part some of it and pin it to the back. And yeah, so I started going step by step, cutting it. So come through it, trim it at the bottom, like at the tips, just like that. So I did that to all of the hair. I'm not sure all of it here because it's gonna be a longer video if I did. So I cut some of the ends. You can see me trying to trim carefully. I made sure I trimmed the bottom, to make it look more lightweight because it was all too thick on my face. Yeah. So I did that, and moving on, now all of the hair has been trimmed step by step and it's looking way better. Yeah. So I just kept trimming. God, I was like, you know what? You've already taken the courage to do this, so just do it well. So I took a few more minutes to trim the ends, make it look a little bit, good enough. Checking how it looks on my face already. Yeah. So all of this arranging, I was so happy. I started dancing. I said it. I always dance. Yeah, that's what I do. So now I was like, should I leave the hair this long or should I cut it? Because when it's this long, you don't really see. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to cut it and make it into a bang bob. You know what I mean? So I decided to make it into a bob wig cut. So I put it back on the mannequin head and I was like, you know what? We're going all in. And I just started cutting. So I cut like blunt cut, trying to stay at a particular length. And yeah. At some point I was scared though, but then it worked out. So in the front, I was trying to go for a longer front, like a slanty look. That's why I cut it that way. So now I brushed through it to make sure I can see the length well, to see the cut. Oh, it's really looking bomb. So to make sure I see the hairstyle better. So yeah, after that, I cut some more because some parts were too long. Just check, make sure you check around, make sure that there's no strand of hair that is too longer than the others, because it's gonna not look even and you'll look even more unprofessional than it already is because you're doing it yourself. So then I decided to go in with my Babyliss. You guys know me with my pronunciations. I don't know. I go in with the Babyliss Paris hair straightener and my hair heat protection spray. I sprayed all over the hair, make sure it has enough of the spray because you don't want to spoil the hair with the heat. And I was going with 200 degrees Celsius. And yeah, so I comb through the hair. This wet look looks good too though. Damn, popping. Ooh, the hair is fluffing and flowing. Yes. So then I start pinning the hair up and making sure I go step by step with the hair straightener. And that is what I am going to do. I go step by step, strand by strand, track by track. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. And I did that all around. I try not to show everything. Oh, you can see my cat. Oh, my baby is entering That cat never leaves me to do anything alone. So long as I'm in the bathroom, she's there. If I'm in the kitchen, she's there. If I'm in the dining table, she's even on the table. Like, girl, can you leave me alone? Girl, you love me too much. I love you too. Anyways, moving on. Now she's going. Anyway, so after this process, you can finally see me, the hair looking bumping, and then I go back in it and I try to cut it to make sure that the length is perfect. And yeah, I found some strands that were a little bit too long, and I found this method of like pushing down the hair with my comb and seeing exactly where the hair is longer, especially those at the bottom, and cutting them out. So yes, after doing that, the hair is flowy, straight, slick, and it's looking so good. Yeah, so this is the before, how the wig was made. And this is the after the transformation. Yeah, so there's a few pictures. I was filming myself. You can see it. So guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I appreciate you guys so much. I will see you guys in my next video. So before and after together again. And bye guys. Mwah.